If you've ever dragged around a sprinkler around the yard and forgot it was running, soaked one section, missed another section completely, or somehow watered the driveway more than the grass, then the Aiper Irrisense 2 makes a lot of sense. This is a smart sprinkler system that stays in one place, connects to your garden hose, and plugs into a power source and lets you control the watering from the Aiper app. So instead of just turning on a basic sprinkler and hoping it covers the right area, this gives you more control where the water goes, when it runs, and how your lawn and landscaping gets watered. At the time of recording this video, the Irrisense 2 is selling for around $399. I'll leave any discount codes that I can get in the description below so you can get the best possible deal if you're interested in picking one of these up. I do want to show you what the setup was like, how it performed, what I liked, and the things I think you should know before buying one. Inside the box, you get the Irrisense 2 unit, the base mount, the power supply, extension cord, the mounting hardware, and the pieces needed to get connected. Overall, the setup is pretty simple. You mount the base, you connect the hose, you plug it into power, and you pair it with the Aiper app. First, Aiper includes plastic ground screws for mounting the base. In my yard, those are not going to work because my soil is so extremely dense, and I run into the same issue with robotic mower docks and other outdoor base stations. So instead, I used 12-inch landscaping spikes that I can drive in with a hammer, and those work great. If your soil is soft, the included hardware may be fine, but if you have hard packed or clay heavy soil, you may have to do something like I did with those spikes. Second, pay close attention to the arrow on the base mount. That arrow needs to face in the direction that you want the front of the sprinkler to face. If the base is pointed in the wrong direction, you may not have that nameplate that you want to see on that, or when it's turned off, the sprinkler won't be facing in the direction that you want it to. So that arrow is how the unit is supposed to be placed. So just line that up before you lock everything down. One important thing to know about the sprinkler is that it does require a power source. This is not a battery operated device. It needs to be plugged in. Aiper does provide a long power cord up to around 33 feet, which should be enough for most people if you have an outdoor outlet. But before buying one, think about the placement, and you need access to a hose and a power source. And you need to know exactly where you're going to place your sprinkler to see if everything will reach that for the area that you want to water. That's going to matter a lot. Once everything's set up, the Aiper app is where the product really starts to feel useful. The app is clean, polished, and easy to understand. You can control the sprinkler, set the watering zones, adjust schedules, and manage how it waters without having to constantly walk outside and move things around. That's the big difference between this and a regular sprinkler. A normal sprinkler is simple and cheap, but it's also kind of dumb. This gives you more control. And if you care about watering your lawn, garden, landscaping more evenly, that control can actually be very helpful. As far as performance goes, I was impressed on how evenly it covered the area. The spray pattern felt controlled, and it did a great job of watering the area that it was aimed at. Aiper says that it could spray distance up to 39 feet, but to get maximum distance, you need at least 45 PSI of water pressure and a decent flow rate. That part is going to be very important. If your water pressure is low, you may not get the full range. And you also got to worry about the wind, the yard shape, the slope, and obstacles can also affect these results. So I would not buy this expecting perfect numbers in every yard, but in my testing, the coverage looked solid and it felt much more intentional than a basic water sprinkler blasting water everywhere. It gives you a better chance of watering the grass instead of driveways and sidewalks, or the one random patch of gravel that somehow always gets treated like a luxury golf course. Another feature that I like is the rain sensor, and this is designed to tell the difference between actual rain and water being blown back onto it from heavy wind while watering. And that's a real nice detail because false triggers could get annoying really fast. You do not want your sprinkler shutting off itself because the wind is pushing back spray over that sensor. And you also don't want it watering while it's raining. That is where a smart sprinkler has an advantage over a basic timer, or a timer that just runs, or a very simple sprinkler that's just blasting water everywhere. This could be more thoughtful about when it waters and how it waters. Aiper also mentions weather adaptive integration and up to 40% water savings. I cannot verify that the water savings numbers without long-term testing, but the idea does make a lot of sense because this sprinkler doesn't just go spray as far as it can every time it goes out. It sprays and it keeps coming closer as it sprinkles and puts water on your lawn. So the sprinkler covers more precisely and avoids running when it doesn't need to, and it shouldn't waste a lot of water. So who is this really for? I think this makes most sense for someone who wants more control over watering without installing a full in-ground irrigation system. If you have a front yard, side yard, garden, newly seeded area, or landscaping that needs more consistent watering, this could be a really useful setup. It also makes sense if you're tired of dragging around sprinklers or want app control and scheduling. But this is not for everyone. If you only water occasionally, a cheap sprinkler may be enough. If you already have a full irrigation system, this probably will not replace that type of system. And if your water pressure is weak, you may not get the full spray distance. So the value really depends on your yard, your setup, and how you care about the convenience. Overall, I think the Aiper Irrisense 2 is a pretty interesting product. I like how simple the setup is. I like how evenly it waters the area that it's sprinkling. And I like that it gives you more control without needing to install a full irrigation system. But you do need to be realistic. You need power, you need a hose, and you need decent water pressure. And depending on your soil, you may need stronger mounting spikes that don't come in the box. For me, the included plastic screws were not enough, but the 12-inch landscaping spikes worked great. And at around $399, this is definitely a premium sprinkler. So I would not look at this as a cheap sprinkler replacement. I would look at this more like a smart irrigation upgrade for someone who wants better control, better scheduling, and a more polished watering experience. If that sounds like what you need, then the Irrisense 2 makes a lot of sense. Hopefully this helped you understand what it does, where it works best, and what you should know before buying one.